Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Cheap Comic Collector. It's episode 391. It's July 10th. And today, we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday. We're going to look at some action figures, and then we're going to dive into some more comics. The last part of that giant comics haul of 534 issues I got in for 35 cents a piece. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at these action figures. So, just going to turn you again. And we got from the episode 1 series of Star Wars from collection number 3, we have Captain Tarpals with Electropole. So he basically comes with a quarterstaff. And isn't he cute? And that's pretty much it. The back, there's a few more figures on the back of this one. But all of the figures in this line came with the chip for the Comtech reader. You had to pay like $25 extra to get the reader so you could listen to all the chips, which was a pretty sneaky thing to do. And I don't know why they made it so big, I guess to justify charging $25 for it. But it plays different sound effects. Gotta have to activate it first. And then these, if I remember right, with these buttons, there's some kind of thing you can do where you can like program it or record. But I lost the instructions a long time ago. I have no idea how that works. So, but if I remember correctly, that's what these 4 buttons are for. And then you just you basically hold the red dot up to the comm chip.
Oh, game Sasha. You're going to the bosses. You're in big doo-doo this time.
Is in big doo-doo this time. And it talks to you.
Your Honor, Queen Amidala of the Naboo. Hey, you sir, stop it there. Oh, game Sasha. You're going to the bosses. You're in big doo-doo this time.
So every figure says, 3 or 4 different things. And they're kind of cool. It was a neat little added thing that they did for them, and I like them. And then on the Marvel side of things, we have an X-Men figure for, let's see, this is Killspree with slashing blade arms. And looks like, is that a trading card back there? Yeah, there's a trading card back there. And official Marvel Universe trading card. And so this is an evil mutant. And you slide blades into his hands and squeeze his legs for arm slashing action. So, there's his blades too. Okay. So I'm not really familiar with this character too much. I don't remember him ever really being in the comic, so he's probably like a X-Force character or something. Yeah, X-Men X-Force. So I wouldn't have been that familiar with that line probably. But here's a bunch of the figures it shows on the back. And there was a bunch of them. I had the Beast figure, and I still have him floating around somewhere, but I opened him up one day because he looked like he would do a cool thing. And I don't remember what he was supposed to do, but it didn't work at all. So yeah, there's quite a line of figures here. Oh, I've never seen the Brood one. That's cool. Come on, focus for me. There it is. Anyway, kill spree amid literally from head to toe, armed literally from head to toe. Kill spree is one of the most cunning agents of the Weapon Prime Strike Force. With blades bound into his arms, legs, and even his hair, every movement this assassin makes is sure to be a memorable one. Although Killspree has a grin forged permanently into his mask, he is otherwise completely cold and emotionless, speaking only when absolutely necessary. Of course, his targets are rarely conscious long enough to hear what he has to say anyway. So his hair has little razor blades, heart-shaped razors in his hair. That's funny. And then from the Iron Man line, we have a Spider-Woman figure. At some point, I had put this in an arcade game. I had this hanging in an arcade game as a prize, and I guess nobody won it, so it came back into the collection. But Spider-Man or Spider-Woman with the sonic web hurling action. So there are the webs, as seen on the Marvel Action Hour. And there's her Stark Enterprises ID card. And here we go. Place sonic web over fingers. Pull arms back. Press button on figure's back to throw web. So she basically hurls the webs by a sudden motion that must spring when you press a button on her back. And then there was quite a few Iron Man ones too in this series. They had the Iron Man series on top and then Fantastic Four on the bottom here. Had Mandarin, Black Lash, Grey Gargoyle. So not sure really why they put Spider-Woman in the Iron Man line, but I suppose they wanted to put some kind of female character in the line. Let's see what it says up here. Single mother and Stark Enterprises vice president Julia Carp. I don't know. I don't remember any time she was vice president of Stark Enterprises. That might have been just strictly in the cartoon, I suppose. Julia Carpenter conceals a fantastic secret. She possesses the ability to weave sonic webs and has the strength, speed, and agility of a spider. Now in the guise of Spider-Woman, Julia is determined to turn her astonishing abilities to the downfall of the Mandarin and his sinister schemes of conquest. So there you go. Much bigger packaging. Yeah, as they went on with the lines, they got bigger packaging. Basically, the figures are pretty much the same size, but the packaging got a lot larger for some reason. Marketing reasons, I guess. And that about does it for today's action-packed action figure hour. Let's get to some comics. Oh, there's a odd little mix of comics there. We've got Richie Rich, adaptation of the new hit film starring Macaulay Culkin. So this was from Marvel Comics, but it's a Richie Rich comic based on the movie. So the question is, what's the artwork like? Is it based on the classic Richie Rich, or is it like a actual like movie interpretation? What have we got? And it is based on classic Richie Rich. That's awesome. 1995 is when the movie came out. If I remember correctly, it pretty much flopped. And ooh, look at Gloria playing baseball. Nice. Yeah, if they really wanted to bring back Richie Rich in the 90s, they really needed to do something with his classic costume, because I can guarantee you there ain't any kids in the 90s that were gonna want to read about a character dressed like that. This is cool. Death Ride. I don't think I ever made it through this movie. It was so just slapsticky and not good. But this is a interesting little book in the history of Harvey Comics and Marvel Comics, for that matter. Kind of weird that they had Marvel do the comic book for it, especially considering their past with the Star Line, where Harvey sued them over the Star Line and all of that. But maybe it was all, the movie production company. Maybe Harvey didn't actually have that much say in it. Let's see. We got Return of the Valkyries Black History Month variant cover number 3. And it's the Ren and Stimpy Show, number 11. And First Cut Razor Line number special preview issue for the Razor line of comics from Marvel. That's weird. There's a Ren and Stimpy comic in here because the day that I'm filming this, Kendall just commented on the day's video that he only the only cartoon comics that he likes are like Ren and Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead, and here we have a Ren and Stimpy comic, so that's kind of funny. Silver Surfer number 86 with Thor and Beta Ray Bill. And Silver Surfer 84. I guess this 86 got a bunch of spine ticks in it. Sorry. Should have noticed that. I get excited about the comics and forget about the condition. 84 looks good though. So I'm actually going to put these together, because if we end up with I thought it'd be cool to do it that way, but it won't be if we end up with runs or something to look at. So we'll just do it like we've been doing it and put a stack up here. I got X-Force 25, the hologram cover. Wow, that's nice. Nice condition. This is, see if I can show the hologram here. Let me turn the light on the camera on. There it is. I love these. I always pick these up regardless of condition, because I figure the hologram alone is worth it. And I love the rays coming out of his guns, that they're not always there, so it makes it look like it's like boom, shooting. It's just awesome. They did a really nice job with this one. And a lot of people have this one, but it seems to sell really well. Thor Godstorm. Steve Rude on the art. let's take a look at that. I think it's just a one-shot. But yeah, it's definitely Steve Rude art. That's cool. I like how he draws Thor. It says book 1 on the back, so maybe it was a mini series. Thor Godstorm #1, 2001. Written by Kurt Busiek, Steve Rude pencils, Mike Royer on inks. So this is what a Steve Rude Thor looks like. Pretty cool. Very much done in kind of a Jack Kirby-esque style. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or not. I mean, I'm sure it is. I mean, I don't know if. What do I want to say? I don't know what I want to say. I don't think Steve Rude normally draws like Jack Kirby, so I think it's interesting that they kind of drew it like that to match with the original Avengers artwork and stuff. But this cover is definitely Steve Rude. That's awesome. Really nice copy too. I don't see any damage, any spine ticks or anything on that. That's awesome. That's neat. Giant Size Thor #1, the finale, featuring Bill the Warrior. Okay. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, Dr. Aphra, #15, variant edition. So I'm guessing it's actually Dr. Aphra, #15. And this is #14. That's what I think. Here's #8. #4. Batman Confidential, #16. And Silver Surfer 26. A little tiny spine tick right there by my thumb. And you don't look so good. Wolverine Origins #4. Like the rip in his hat, in his mask with the tuft of hair sticking out. That's kind of cool. Nice little detail. Here is #4. Oh, they're both #4. Hold on. They can't both be #4s and not be a variant cover, right? So, don't know what that's all about, but there it is. This one's pretty clean. This one looks like it's got some wear maybe on it, a little bit. Batman Confidential #6. Hellions #2. New X-Men 26. Homage to the classic Uncanny X-Men cover. Ultimate Adventures #1. This was a cool series. Fun little read that has absolutely very little tie to the Ultimate universe, but it was fun to read it. This is what is this? Okay, it was just the bag. It's a free comic book day anyway. Free comic book day, Ultimate X-Men #1. Professor Xavier and the X-Men #15. The Ultimates 2 Annual number 1. And Ultimate 6, number 2. With Spider-Man, it appears. Oh, that was a Spider-Man series, yeah. I remember that. Let's see, X-Men Evolution, number 2, based on the hit animated series. Number 3. Number 4. 5. 7. 8. 9. And X-Men Fairy Tales, number 4. Codename X-Men, number 1. And Wolverine Marvel Noir, number 1, I guess. Number 3. Number 4. And Wolverine Origins, number 3. We got those through that pile pretty quick. There's X-Force number 16. I already saw that one once. Not sure. Wolverine and the X-Men number 32. Whole lot of bamfing going on. There's number 23. And X Factor number 72. And an older one, number 48. And an even older one, number 4. And that looks to be in, well, no, I guess it's a little beat up. There's no really spine ticks on it, but it's got some wear up here on the corner, and this has been damaged here a little bit. Oh, what's this? X-Corp number 2 variant cover. Wolverine 56. Wolverine First Class number 15 with Thor. And Wolverine Origins is number 3. Wolverine Saga. The Claws of a Killer. Hunt for Wolverine number 3 variant edition. Mystery and Madripoor number 2. And here is number 1. Wolverine First Class, number 17. And a little Batman, Shadow of the Bat. Number 2, The Last Arkham. Number 7, The Misfits. Number 11, The Human Flea. Number 12, The Human Flea. Number 17, The God of Fear. And Shadow of the Bat. Well, are these all Shadow of the Bats? I was thinking it was Legends of Dark Knight. Yeah, it's Shadow of the Bat. Shadow of the Bat, number 22. Bruce Wayne, A Day in the Death of an English Village. Shadow of the Bat, number 29. Manimal. And here is number 31. A cool cover. It looks like the kind of like the Golden Age Alfred on there. Shadow of the Bat, number 36, Black Canary, In the Name of the Father. And cool Joker cover, number 37, The Joker, Part 1, The King of Comedy. That's neat. They look like theater masks. They're Batman and Joker are theater masks hanging from the rafters or something. Very cool. Very artistic. Superman Man of Steel Annual 2, The Bloodlines story. And Chain Gang number 1, shiny embossed cover. First issue of the Chain Gang War. Chain Gang War is the title. Deathstroke number 6, Father Knows Best. Tony Daniel. Deathstroke, The Terminator, number 16. Not a Hoax, Not a Dream, The Death of Slade Wilson. And Detective Comics, number 659, part of Nightfall, by Chuck Dixon and Norm Brayfogle, with a Kelly Jones cover. And one more stack here, and then we'll be at the end of this particular haul of books. We got Steel number 1, From the Pages of Superman, by Louise Simonson, John Bogdanova. Star Trek The Next Generation Special Collector's Issue, number 1, 1993. X-Force, number 4, the, what's his name, McFarlane? X-Force 3, Liefeld. It's not McFarlane, is it? It's Rob Liefeld. Yeah. Sorry about that. Another number 1. This one, yeah, that one's got some spine ticks, so kind of rough. X-51, The Machine Man from Marvel Tech. This is number 12. Did that go for that long? I guess it did. Cool cover. Very colorful. Wolverine Origins Annual number 1. How many origins does this guy have? At least 41, apparently. Yeah. Here's number 40. Number 34. That's a cool cover. Number 33, that's cool too. Number 32. And number 20, Captain America. Don't think it's a wraparound, but it looks like it could be, so we're just going to check. No, it's not. All right. Cool cover. Here's number 17. And number 15. And that's it. Oh, I wanted to keep going. This one got me excited. Alrighty, well, that's it for today. Thanks, everybody, for watching once again, putting up with me I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well. And if you feel like commenting, go ahead and let me know what you think of the books. See you soon.